The President raised the issue of Jamal Khashoggi at the beginning of the meeting with His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, and the Crown Prince responded that this was a painful episode for Saudi Arabia and that it was a terrible mistake, that the kingdom launched an investigation into this matter, and that those who were accused were brought to trial and they were convicted, and those who were found guilty were convicted, and they are currently being punished by serving terms in prison. The idea that one can impose values on other countries, His Royal Highness made clear, does not work. It has not worked when the US tried to impose values on Afghanistan and Iraq. In fact, it backfired. It does not work when people try to impose values by force on other countries. His Royal Highness also mentioned to the President that mistakes like this happen in other countries, and we saw a mistake like this being committed by the United States in Abu Ghraib, and that the United States took steps in order to deal with those who were found guilty and to ensure that mechanisms are put in place to prevent this from happening again. Royal Highness the Crown Prince explained to the President that the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia has taken measures to ensure that a situation like this cannot happen again. His Royal Highness also mentioned that in a number of countries around the world, you have situations where journalists are killed, and that those countries have to take steps in order to bring those responsible to justice and to ensure that it doesn't happen again. And he also raised the issue of the Palestinian-American journalist that was killed by the Israeli Defense Forces, and the need to ensure that this issue is properly dealt with. So these issues, unfortunately, mistakes happen all over the world, and the important thing is to deal with them effectively and decisively. That's absolutely not correct. We have prisoners in Saudi Arabia who have committed crimes and who were put to trial by our courts and who were found guilty. And those decisions were upheld by appellate courts and on and on. Just like the United States and European countries and Asian countries have people in their jails who committed crimes, the notion that they would be described as political prisoners is ridiculous.